Imagine the roar of engines, the smell of burning rubber, and the excitement of thousands of fans all waiting for the next big moment in MotoGP history. Well, get ready, because Singapore is about to take center stage in a way the MotoGP world has never seen before. That's right, Singapore has officially been chosen as the host for the 2026 MotoGP season launch, beating out strong contenders like Kuala Lumpur and Melbourne. And trust me, this isn't just any announcement. It's a game changer for fans, teams, and the sport itself. Why Singapore, you ask? Well, it all comes down to a perfect combination of infrastructure, accessibility, and sheer spectacle. Dorna, along with all 11 teams, has unanimously decided that the city-state's iconic skyline, state-of-the-art venues, and electrifying atmosphere make it the ideal place to kick off what promises to be a thrilling season. Singapore isn't just taking over from Bangkok. It's setting a new standard for how MotoGP can present itself to the world. And the launch event is not a single-day affair. It's spread across 2 action-packed days, from February 6th to 7th, giving fans and media a full immersive experience into the world of MotoGP like never before. Now, think about the logistics. This choice has also influenced the preseason testing calendar in a big way. The first official test will now take place from February 2nd to 4th at Malaysia's Sepang International Circuit, a legendary track that has seen some of the most iconic moments in MotoGP history. Before that, the shakedown test for rookies and test riders will kick off, giving the newcomers a chance to prove their mettle and show what they're made of. Once those 3 days of adrenaline-fueled testing are wrapped up, the teams will load up their trucks and embark on a 4-hour journey to Singapore, arriving on February 5th to set up ahead of the grand launch the next day. Can you imagine the anticipation in the air as all the teams roll into one of the world's most stunning city-states? It's a logistical marvel and a visual feast all in one. Hold on to that thought because here's where it gets even more interesting. The second preseason test hasn't been set yet, and the options are causing some strategic debates among teams. Some may head straight to Buriram in Thailand, where the season opener is set for March 1st, immediately after the Singapore launch. Others might wait about 10 days before testing again. This timing could impact bike updates and performance, but it's also a smart way to manage budgets, especially for smaller teams. It's a delicate balancing act, and every team will be crunching the numbers to make sure they're ready to hit the track at 100%. And speaking of strategy, the decision to pick Singapore wasn't just about logistics. It was about spectacle and accessibility. Kuala Lumpur would have been practical but lacked the glamour. Melbourne, on the other hand, while iconic, would have stretched teams' resources to the limit. Singapore hit that sweet spot, offering world-class facilities, a visually stunning backdrop, and a fan-friendly environment that promises maximum engagement and media coverage. This launch isn't just about announcing the calendar. It's about creating a global MotoGP moment that fans will remember for years. Now, let's talk about Liberty Media, the company behind this historic move. Recently acquiring Dorna, Liberty Media has already made waves in motorsports with their Formula One presentations. They staged a high-profile collective F1 launch in London this year, and while MotoGP will return to individual team launches in 2026, this Singapore event marks the first time Liberty is taking the reins for the series as a whole. Fans can expect world-class production, media coverage, and a show that perfectly blends sport, entertainment, and culture. But here's the real kicker. The Singapore launch is not just for the teams and riders. It's for the fans. Fans will get to witness bikes up close, meet their favorite riders, and experience behind-the-scenes access like never before. Imagine being on the same tarmac where legends train, feeling the power of MotoGP machines in person, and seeing the technical genius of each team's engineers and mechanics in action. It's a fan experience designed to be unforgettable, and Singapore's unique blend of modernity and energy makes it the perfect playground for MotoGP spectacle. Every detail has been considered, from timing to location to accessibility. Singapore may be less practical than Kuala Lumpur in some ways, but it's far easier than Melbourne, which would have been a logistical nightmare. And with the February schedule now finalized and meetings held in Barcelona, teams can focus on performance while organizers ensure the launch is nothing short of spectacular. This is a carefully calculated move, balancing excitement, logistics, and media impact. And if you think it stops at the launch, think again. The ripple effects of this decision are enormous. Teams will need to adjust travel, logistics, and even training schedules to accommodate the Singapore event. Engineers will be working overtime to optimize bike setups after the Sepang tests, knowing that just a few days later they'll be showcasing their machines in front of a global audience. The pressure is on, but that's the beauty of MotoGP. It's about strategy, speed, and skill both on and off the track. Can you picture it? From the moment the first truck rolls into Singapore, to the moment riders line up on the tarmac, to the roar of the engines as bikes tear down the straightaways, the energy will be electric. Media coverage will be global, with cameras capturing every angle of the teams, riders, and stunning cityscape. Fans will share every moment, making Singapore the epicenter of the MotoGP world for those 2 days. This isn't just a launch, it's a celebration of speed, engineering, and human talent on a grand, international scale. And for rookies, this is a golden opportunity. Being part of such a high-profile event gives them exposure, experience, and the chance to learn from seasoned professionals in a real-world, high-pressure environment. Veteran riders get a platform to showcase new machines, test new strategies, and set the tone for the season ahead. Everyone wins, except perhaps those who love calm and quiet. The buzz in Singapore is going to be deafening, and the energy will set the pace for the entire 2026 season. But here's a question. How will this affect the championship dynamics? Teams that adapt quickly to the travel schedule and test conditions will have a distinct advantage in the early races. The Singapore launch could indirectly influence performance in Buram and beyond, highlighting the importance of logistics, preparation, and mental readiness. In MotoGP, every decision matters, from tire choices to testing schedules, and this launch is no exception. It's the ultimate reminder that success on the track starts well before the race even begins. And while the engines roar and the media flashes go off, there's a bigger story at play here. Liberty Media is signaling a new era for MotoGP, one that blends entertainment, accessibility, and high-octane sportsmanship. Singapore is not just a backdrop. It's a statement. It says MotoGP is global, innovative, and ready to embrace new audiences and new experiences. The sport is evolving, and fans are in for a thrilling ride from the very first day of the 2026 season. So mark your calendars. February 6th and 7th in Singapore isn't just another date. It's the start of a spectacle that will define the 2026 MotoGP season. From preseason tests to rookie debuts to the first glimpse of new machines, every second is engineered for maximum excitement. Fans, teams, and media alike will witness the birth of a season, and it all begins in one of the most vibrant cities in the world. Singapore isn't just hosting a launch. It's shaping the future of MotoGP, and imagine being part of this historic moment, sharing the thrill, the energy, and the drama as MotoGP takes over Singapore. This is more than a launch. It's a cultural phenomenon, a global spectacle, and a showcase of speed, talent, and technology at its finest. Whether you're a die-hard fan or a newcomer, Singapore 2026 will be unforgettable. It's MotoGP like you've never seen it before, and it's happening sooner than you think.